SAA has lost its bid to bar the media from publishing a story about the airline's internal memo containing a warning about reckless trading. Judge Roland Sutherland has set aside the South African Airways interdict. To talk more about this issue, we're joined on the line by Business Day editor Songezo Zibi. Songezo, thank you so much for joining us. What exactly was in the memo?
The memo was providing some guidance to the board of SAA about how to deal with the decisions or about the implications of the decisions it wanted to take. The decisions specifically related to the contract that SAA has with Airbus and whether to change it from a lease agreement or a sale agreement. The memo, though, explained the financial and governance implications of such a decision and the implications that could happen as a result of the Companies Act, the Public Finance Management Act, and so on. What we know from it is that the board was warned that its decisions were in breach of those laws potentially, and could also place the financial strength of the airline at huge risk.
So are you saying this memo actually plays into what EY had to say in its forensic report recently, that there were weak financial controls at the airline and that contracts were being badly negotiated and managed?
I mean, I haven't seen the EY report, so I cannot speak to it, but what I can speak to is the letter from the Director General of the Treasury, Mr. Fuzile, on the 16th of October this year, where he explained that the decisions that SAA wanted to take potentially could be in breach of the Public Finance Management Act, and they could place the fiscal at huge risk. And certainly the memo implies very heavily the same outcomes. So what is important for the public is that in October, the Treasury gave a warning to SAA. A month later, its own internal memo gave similar warnings, and yet the board went ahead.
And we know that that 21st of December deadline for the final decision to be given to Airbus is looming. What do you think this is going to mean for SAA, that this information will suddenly be available in the public domain?
The information has been available in the public domain for a long time, because one of the reasons the interdict was set aside is that it had failed anyway, because it was some time after the memo had been available or contents thereof in the media, such as the City Press on the Sunday, that SAA sought an interdict. So the content of the memo, certainly the warning is already known. What is more important is whether the decision of the former finance minister, Mr. Ntlantla, to refuse SAA permission to renegotiate the contract will stand. Minister Gordon, the new Minister of Finance, has insisted that that decision will stand. So I don't think anything changes then on the 21st.
I see the judge also punished SAA for unprofessionalism in the way this matter was handled. What was he referring to?
Well, we never received warning that they were planning to take us to court. We certainly would have defended it. And as a result, the interdict was granted without us being in court. And it is that the judge was voicing their displeasure at.
And do you know if SAA could possibly bring another application to quash this most recent judgment?
We don't know, but we have gone ahead and republished the story that we prevented from publishing, as well as the memo.
Thank you so much for talking to us. Songezo Zibi is the Business Day editor.